Hey, welcome back. I'm Mori. Tonight I've got another 3 greentexts for you. Anon always seems to run into strange entities. Also sorry for posting late. I got so enthralled reading some of these last night that I lost track of time. Grab a snack, sit back and enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe though. It helps me out a ton. Now let's begin. Here's the first one. Anon's wife comes to bed. Come home from drinking with my buddies, buzzed and getting tired. See my wife walking to the bedroom, it's bedtime for her too. Laying in bed with wife. We're talking in the dark as is our nightly routine. She leaves to use the restroom. Comes back about 1 minute later, closes and locks the door as usual. Lays down in bed again. She likes to sleep with her arm over me and head in my neck. Attempt to talk with her, no response. Assume she's fallen asleep. Start nodding off, brain thinking of stupid shit like elephants doing backflips. Snap out of my sleep, bedroom door knob is jiggling. Look at the door and hear my wife on the other side say, "Stop playing, let me in." Shit bricks. GIF. Look down at my sleeping wife. Can barely make anything out because of the dark. Slip out from under her and turn on the light. Look back at her, no one's there. Look around the room, wife starts getting pissed and demanding I let her in. Go to open the door. Pitch black of the hallway, no one's there. Shit more bricks. GIF. Suddenly sober up and realize my wife is working a double shift. Drown in bricks. I shat. GIF. Wow, Anon must love his wife to be hallucinating her like that. I'm not normally a skeptic, but this time I think it was just habit and alcohol making her manifest. I'm no stranger to imagining things when I drink a bit too much. On to story 2. Anon's hunting buddies get hunted. Heading for in a woods with a bunch of mates somewhere in Northern Europe. We decide to hoke to this old abandoned Cold War era military facility. Reach the facility after 2 days of hiking. Shit is cash, we spend the day exploring and plinking birds with .22s. By nightfall we set up a camp in one of the empty warehouses. We go outside, set up a campfire and start making stew. All of a sudden we hear the loudest and weirdest roar I've ever heard. We all shit ourselves, grab our rifles and stare into the darkness. Something is moving about 100 meters out. We hear it rushing through the woods into the facility area. We stand there, silent, listening. Then it stops and suddenly it is dead silent all around us, just the stew slowly boiling on the fire. We look at each other and have a brief chat. We decide to carry on with making the stew. Next morning we wake up and start packing. Everybody is making jokes about how we got so scared of some bear, etc. My buddy sees something lurking on top of the biggest facility building. We try to have a look at what it is, but it's too far away, some 200 meters maybe. It is just standing there with 2 legs, probably starting at us. The thing is huge, maybe over 7 feet tall. I reach for binoculars to have a good look on who is trolling us with a ghillie suit. Just as I find the binos, my mates start shouting. I look at the creature, or whatever it was, and it seems to be running via the facility wall like a lizard, very, very fast. By now it is clear it is not a human, nor any animal I know of. It disappears behind one big bunker structure. We decide to nope the fuck out of there. We're scared shitless even though it is day. As we are hiking back, we don't take any breaks before nightfall. As the sun sets down, we make a camp and start preparing supper. Everyone's a little tense and we try to joke around. We decide to do guard duty during the night. My shift is 1 to 3. Birds are singing like crazy, they do that during the night here, and I manage to see a lone rabbit hopping around our campsite. Suddenly the bird stops singing and the rabbit stops, raises its head like it's listening to something. The rabbit nopes out of there very fast like it's running for its life. I feel very uneasy and flick on my flashlight and shine it towards the darkness. I'm hoping to see a glimpse of a fox, etc. That could have explained the strange behavior of the animals, but the forest around us seems empty. Just as I'm putting the light out, I see something move behind the bushes around 100 meters away. It was something big. I shine the light directly at the bushes, and I try to get a look through my 10/22 scope. I managed to see something moving there, and I believe I saw a pair of yellowish eyes. Then it stands up. I don't know to this day what the fuck it was, but it was hairy looking, very dark, and had a face. The face of lighter color, and there were 2 yellow eyes. The thing was around 7 feet tall, somewhat human-shaped. Although I didn't get a very clear look with my shit-tier flashlight, I was 100% sure that thing wasn't a human, so I started panicking. I raised my gun and lit that fucker up. I emptied the whole 25-round Butler Creek mag in about 3 seconds. I didn't even aim. My buddies woke up and started shouting, and it was all chaos for half a minute. I tried to tell them what had happened as fast as I could. Having dropped my flashlight, I didn't know if the creature had been hit or if it was there anymore. One of my buddies picked up the light and directed it at the direction I was pointing my gun at. And there it was, just standing. Suddenly the thing just kind of falls down and starts slithering at us, making no noise at all. We start screaming, grab our packs and guns, and start noping out of there. We must have ran like 10 kilometers straight up before taking a break. All of us were shaking, we didn't share a word. We walked the rest of the way to the public campground in DEFCON 1, weapons ready and listening to every crack. They were all like, what the fuck, when we exited the woods with guns in low ready stance. We said nothing, walked to our car, and drove away, breaking pretty much every speed limit on the way. So tense. I'm glad everyone made it out safely. I'm a sucker for a good in a woods story. I used to live out in the woods, so hearing about people running into things in the wilderness feel weirdly homely for me. Anyway, on to our last story of the night. The Lost Hiker. Forest ranger for a large amount of dense wooded forest just north of the US border. 1,200 hours. Just signed on to shift. Get a call on the radio for a 10 to 49 missing person in my area, last seen wearing a sweatshirt, hiking shorts, and a red backpack. Missing for 2 days now and was just reported equals mount up, fuel up, and head out into the area he was last known to be in. Cruising for about an hour and a half, decide it would be a good idea to start out on foot, as he won't be on any service roads. Notify dispatch to send an additional unit. Wait for a half hour until backup arrives. He's a good guy I enjoy working with. We head up onto a trail that's known for people getting lost, as halfway up it splits and goes further into the woods instead of curving around and heading back out towards the service area equals hiking for an hour, calling out the person's name, keeping an eye out for clues, etc. I wind around a bend and find the remnants of a campsite. Shout out for my partner and the missing gentleman. Partner doesn't come around the corner. Gif. Go back around the corner, partner isn't there. Come up on the radio. Anon, come in. Officer Anon, are you code 4? Nothing. Well, fuck. Inspect the campsite, it's fairly recent, about a week, but no new footprints or indents in the mud surrounding the fire pit, except animals. Decide to wait for partner, he may have gotten lost. Try the radio again, Officer Anon, this is Anon, come in, are you code 4? looking around in the trees, listening for any sounds out of the ordinary. Wait for 45 minutes for partner, while walking in a little circle around the campsite. Partner doesn't show up, now I'm a little worried. Go back around the bend in the trail, past the little rock outcropping. Head back the way we came, and I'm looking for any sign of him. As I come up onto a hill, I hear footsteps up ahead of me, boots on the rocky path. Come up on the radio again, Officer Anon, are you code 4? Still nothing on the radio. Dart up ahead to get a good look at whoever is on the trail. Spot a red backpack on the guy. He seems to be walking a little funny, no swing of his arms. Walking almost like a robot. Excuse me, sir, what's your name? I'm 20 feet behind him by this point. Searle. He's still walking like a robot. Hey. He stops and turns around, lighting fast. Are you Herpson McDerpson? He just stares at me. Are you Herpson McDerp, sir? He still doesn't speak but nods his head. We've been looking for you, let's head back to the trailhead. After about 40 minutes we reach the trailhead, and my partner's vehicles are still there. Now I'm going to put you in the back of my truck, you're not under arrest, just so you can relax and catch your breath. Try the radio again, Anon, are you out there, Anon? The radio crackles to life. This is Officer Anon. Yeah, I'm okay, found the missing person. He's got a broken leg after falling off a small cliff. I've patched him up and we're on our way back to the trailhead. Sorry for not responding, as out of range. Got separated at one of the trail forks. Ooh, what a VI. Anon, I've got the missing hiker. He's in the back of my truck right now. Silence for 2 minutes. Anon, lock your truck and grab the 12 gauge from my Jeep. Why? Just do it and don't let it out of your sight. Okay, VI. Unlock his Jeep, grab the 12 gauge and inspect it to see if there's a round in the chamber. Calmly walk over to my truck and peek in the window. Nobody in my truck, and the cage was bent to a severe angle, with my driver's side door open. That was a crazy one, maybe not too believable, but still. I like the idea that whatever the hiker Anon found was able to break out of the car, but still willingly got into it. Well, that's all I had for tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Memento Mori, my friends. Sleep tight.